Hope everybody's having a good day today. So I'm going to do a job today that is unique and one that I've been wanting to do for a long time. But it's kind of unfortunate and I don't know if it's going to work. So to basically dive right in, a gentleman bought a house. It was under foreclosure. The people who previously had it were not so good human beings. They trashed everything. And they actually broke, I believe they tried to steal the wire and the pump out of the well. It was on PVC, it broke, it fell. Well, then they proceeded to drop trash down the well. And we can actually go down with a light and actually see that there's trash before you ever get to any water. Luckily, the tag on the well said it made 15 gallons per minute. So we're gonna try to save the well today. It is such a bad location that I will not put my drilling rig on this lot. It'd be sitting at an angle like this, and the front of the rig would have to be boomed probably 8 feet up in the air in order for it to be level. And to line up a drilling rig with a 6-inch bit back over top of a 6-inch hole with that much of a angle would probably take an hour to try to hit that hole perfectly. And I don't want to risk my equipment articulating such bad angles, and I'll show you how harsh of a driveway it is in that spot. So I'm going to take my small crane. I have a trailer mounted crane. It's kind of old, but I think we can probably save the well with a little luck. I'm going to show you all of my fishing tools that I use to pull dropped well pumps out. I got a treble hook, I've got a regular hook, I've actually got an interior piece that will wedge down and go inside the pipe. That's really hard to use, but with the use of my new Viva well camera, we're gonna try to use all three of those today, and we're gonna bring the crane just in case this stuff is on the bottom and silted in. We don't know what I'm gonna find. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and load everything up that we need to get and make sure the crane runs, and then I'm gonna make the journey south, which is about an hour to go down to this job. It is Sunday, it is 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'm here at work. I don't have enough time Monday through Friday to do work like this, but this gentleman has been bugging me for about 3 weeks because no one else will come out. Everybody just wants to sell him a new well. But this well he's got is 220 foot deep, makes 15 gallons a minute. If we can save this well, that's great. It'll save him probably 4 times the amount of money he's gonna spend today. And I made a deal with him that if I go down there and I try and I don't fix it, he only owes me 50% of what we talked about. So I feel like that's a pretty fair deal. And with that being said, let's get to the video. I'm only halfway down this damn place. It's so bad. It's so bad. I'm doing 6 miles an hour. It's just a horrible driveway. I mean, they're potholes. I guess they're like their speed bumps. It's just pathetic. Somebody needs to do something about it. First time I came here, I was just angry by the time I got to the end of it. So this is the house we're working on. Oh my God, the bumps never quit. And the driveway, I don't know if you can see it, it articulates straight down. Doesn't seem that bad in the video, but it is. So, fun fact, they actually broke the frame of the double wide bringing it in here because the angle of the driveway was so bad. And there's the well. He's dug it up. He's cut the casing off like 3 feet below the ground, so I had to bring some casing back. But I don't really know why he did that, but he said to access something. I just don't really remember what. All right, let's go ahead and back this crane in. All right. Still got to come back a little bit more. Let's go ahead and take this off. I'll show you what we got. I guess he's got this in here to keep water from dumping down the well, but I don't think that really works. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can tell, this is all downhill. You can kind of see, like that is flat, and then that comes down. So that right there, I didn't want to bring my rig over that. They ended up breaking the frame of the double wide, which is crazy. But yeah, you can see down here, there's some cement, some grout right there. So we're gonna have to chip that away in order to put a new bell coupling over that to raise it back up. But we're gonna do that after we get everything out of the well. So the first thing we got to do, we're going to camera the well. We're going to go down there. We'll take a measurement. I know there's a pipe down there, and there's some trash sitting down there about 30 feet. So I want to show you that, and then we're going to try to get it all out. All right, folks. First thing we're going to do is turn on the well camera. Oh, there we are. Okay, I'm going to lock this off right here, and I'm going to show you what I've got. All right. Let's see if we can block the sun to where you can actually see this. See the trash right there? And see the pipe right there in the bottom corner of the screen. There's the pipe. And then it just looks like all sorts of trash. So I'm not sure if we're going to fix it, but we damn sure are going to try. And let's see what our footage is. So I've had a lot of people ask me what tool I use to retrieve drop pumps. And I want to show you this. So this is homemade. It's kind of what I call a treble hook, but it's kind of a spear. And it's just made out of an old grounding rod. And it's got a little loop on the bottom to where you can hook a rope or cable to it. But yeah, it's just that. You go down in hopes to either hook the wire or hook the rope. It's not so much hook the pipe, but if you can grab anything and rip it up, this thing does the job really well. So first thing we're going to do is probably send it down on a rope and see how that goes. And then we'll put the crane on it. And if all else fails, I'm going to shove a heavy drill rod down the hole and see what we can make happen. I should have 15 feet of rope left over. There it is. Man. That sounds solid, you know? I was thinking about this on the way here. I was like, if it truly is like trash, and if it were floating on top of the water, I wondered if you could, we'll bring water here and would it float out? You know what I'm saying? All right, let's let it go and see what happens. Let her eat. My hopes is I can like pierce it and rip it out. I hate this. I really thought it was going to be all right. Actually, no, I didn't. I worried about this all weekend, thinking like, yeah. My girl was like, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, "The job on Sunday." She's like, "What about it?" I said, "I've already been there. I know how bad it is." She's like, "You shouldn't let that bother you." I said, "I can't help it." And I was like, "I'm trying to save this man money from something somebody else did that was wrong to do." Only thing I can do is hopefully push it, and if I can push it to the side, maybe I can then get this to go by it. But that thing weighs probably 450 pounds, so if that can't move it or push it, or then short of putting a drill rig on top of it, which I'm not going to put my rig on it, then we fill it in with cement and start over. Okay. Enough said. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Not the most ideal place to stand. Heavy. Hold on, let me boom it back a little. Oh. Watch your feet. All right. Don't stand under it. Stand away from it. Man, that sun is in the worst spot it could possibly be. You want me to hold it through the center? Yeah, try to put it in the hole. Okay. Yes, sir. I'm gonna put a little bit of tape right where it's level with the casing so I'll know if it's gonna go down or not. It's almost like it's filled in with grit. Huh? It almost seems like it's filled in with grit. Like you see that? That's not typical trash. That's almost like grit. And we're only in the casing here, so we shouldn't have any like sediment. All right, I'm gonna just set this down for a second. I'm gonna say it's something more than trash. It's not acting normal. I mean, they could have filled the well in, like they could have filled it in with or the well could have been bad and it's filled itself in. Who knows, man? There's so much untold stories when you're dealing with stuff like this. You just don't know. I'm trying to think of a well driller you could call that would come down here, because you really need somebody with 3-inch rods to try to drill that out. That just sucks. I just don't know what to do. Oh, boy. I don't know what to do. I'll shine a flashlight down there and see what it looks like now. But that being said, we still don't know what we're going to encounter down there. Like, this well may be good, or you may invest money in it and it may not. I agree. I think your best bet is to drill another hole for the money you're going to spend, and then you would spend just as much money in this. If it didn't go right and it was bad and we had to line it and do all the other stuff to it, then you would have a brand new hole. Yeah. I honestly thought it was something like this, and then this stuff. This is what I could see on my camera. So I thought to myself, okay, cool. You've shoved it down there. I'll go down there. I'll punch it. I'll grab it. I'll send it to the bottom, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, no, there's something solid enough to where 500 pounds won't bust it. Yeah. I hate it when I can't fix something. I'm always so hopeful. Okay, so it's not gonna work. We don't know what it is. Can't really get a good visual. Tried everything we can, and so
there's going to be people on here thinking you can set a drill rig up on top of this and drill it out. So the problem with that is there's 75 foot of casing, and the clog is at 30 foot. So if you go down there with your air hammer and you start firing it inside of the plastic casing, the likelihood of it breaking the plastic casing is pretty high. Then you're forced to line the well and sleeve the well to where you can fix the broken spot. So you have to get the rig in this spot that's on a really harsh angle. You have to try and line up with the hole. Then you have to go down there and hopefully clean out this clogged area, whether you use a 4-inch wing bit or a 6-inch, air hammer. And then all that work, it still may not work, or it may work and it may break the casing. So the cost of doing that isn't like it's not a smart way to do it. Like we were trying to do something here, but it just, not everything goes our way. Now, something that I was thinking of, the gentleman was telling me that the house next door, it was foreclosed on as well, and they filled that well in too. Now, I can send my little magnet down and I can hear water. So it's right there at the water level, where the static water level is exactly where all this is. So my thought is maybe, yeah, they threw some trash down in there, but maybe they poured a dry bag of cement down the well. And then where the dry bag of cement hit water, it could have basically plugged the well up. So it could have been that. It could have been either the people could have done it, or the drillers could have done it. Like, say if a driller came down here, drilled a hole, and he never got paid for it, that might be his way of abandoning the well to where no one else can use it. But we don't know what we don't know. And what we do know is that what we've tried with the crane didn't work. So I'm not going to spend any more time here, and we're just going to pack it up and go home. Oh well.